Okay, market strong and a lot of individual stocks are buzzing in trade. So we've got a full house today on our movers and shakers segment. And on top of the list, where we continue to track Nestle. This time around, Agam, it seems like a contrarian view has come through on Nestle, which is, keeping the stock excited.
Yes, and the stock's doing well today. The stock did very well yesterday too. And of course, we're looking at a brokerage call. That's Nomura giving us a contrarian view. And we're actually looking at Nomura reaffirming a buy with a price target, while it has been cut, still set at around 6,950. And Nomura maintains that they do not see a long-term impact of the current controversy on Nestle when it comes to Maggi noodles, and it recommends accumulation under the current circumstances, as well as the fact that Maggi will be back on the shelves in just a handful of months, as per their expectations. And they're also of the opinion that in the long term, there is a lot of growth potential, given they will see urban consumer sentiment to begin to improve, and they'll also see input prices stabilize going forward. That's also the reason why they are remaining positive when it comes to Nestle on the back of Maggi noodles.
All right, Agam, thanks for that. Also, Bharti Airtel gains in trade after CLSA maintains a high conviction buy with a target of 480. Rima, what's the reason behind this bullishness?
Well, one, they say that the stock valuation is looking attractive. It's trading currently at 6 times EV by EBITDA. But they've done a very interesting analysis between Bharti India as well as Vodafone, which is the second largest player in India. So they say Bharti's India revenues are nearly 50% more than that of Vodafone. But its profitability is that of 2x. So if you see the EBITDA level, Bharti India EBITDA is 2x that of Vodafone on account of higher profitability. So if you see the margins, Bharti India margins are at 39%, a good 900 basis points higher compared to its closest competitor, that is Vodafone. And one of the key reasons for that is because they say that Bharti's spectrum edge, or the amount of spectrum that Bharti owns, has improved in the last 2 auctions gone by. So right now, Bharti's overall spectrum market share stands at 18% versus only 11% for a Vodafone, and that will help Bharti, continue to maintain premium margins compared to a Vodafone. And therefore, they believe that because of, a good spectrum hold that they have, better profitability, it will provide an upside to their forecast of 17% India EBITDA and 18% consolidated earnings CAGR that they expect till FY18. So when they compare Bharti India as well as Vodafone, they see Bharti India trading at significantly higher profitability compared to its peers, which is why they're bullish on that. But Ekta, over to you. In the mid-cap space, SPARC is in focus. The company will be getting in some money from Sun Pharma.
Yes, that is because they've licensed one of their drugs, which is Lacnoprast back-free eye drops. And that is basically licensed to Sun Pharmaceuticals. So basically, this is a drug which is being developed by SPARC, and then if it goes through, gets the US FDA approvals, then it could become a proprietary drug. Now, this is a drug which does not have preservatives, and it is used for glaucoma, and hence it's supposed to be better or more effective than the other drugs available in the market, or different rather, because it's preservative-free. So SPARC will receive $3 million in terms of upfront payment. They will get certain milestone payments totaling $16 million from Sun Pharma totally. Also, they might be eligible for certain defined royalties and additional milestone payments linked to actual sales performance of the drug as well. Remember, in December 2014, we had reported that the US FDA had issued a complete response letter on this particular drug, and SPARC has replied to the complete response letter. That means that they have asked for some more information, and the US FDA is now still due to respond on that particular letter.
All right, and the other stock in focus is Kaveri Seeds. It's under a bit of pressure after the Maharashtra government has issued a notification that BT cotton seeds must be sold at a reduced price. Agam, how will this impact the stock?
So this is a very important development for Kaveri Seeds particularly. First of all, because a 100 rupee cut on one packet of seeds implies around good 11 to 12% cut on the top line basically. And not only that, given the fact that over 50% of revenues for Kaveri Seeds comes from BT cotton hybrid seeds, it's going to be a very important implication, and it has 50% market share all over India. So this development will most certainly have an impact not only on the top line but on margins and profitability as well going forward.
Okay, Ekta, you're also tracking Bafna Pharma. It's a small company. Its market cap is only about 50 crore, but it's higher by 10% today.
Yes, but I don't think that the news warrants a 10% uptake in terms of Bafna Pharma, because what the news is that the company has received a renewal certificate from the UK MHRA, which is basically the UK regulatory authorities, for its Chennai unit. Now, the management had informed that the UK MHRA had completed the audit on March 2nd, 2015. Remember, UK MHRA is the equivalent of the US FDA in the UK. Now, basically, it is a renewal certificate. So that means that it is not supposed to be any news unless, you know, they take away the certificate or the fact that they've given a new certificate. These are things which are a part of the business, and it's, you know, general business functioning that they've got a renewal certificate from the company. But I guess there are so many fears of, you know, US FDA actions and UK MHRA actions that this comes as a relief rally for Bafna Pharma. To put things into perspective, Bafna was in focus in 2014 as well, as Strides bought 74% of Bafna India's branded business for 48 crores, and that included their really key brand Raricap, which is used to increase your hemoglobin when you have low iron.
All right, good to know that. Amara